Hi. Hi.
Did you just put VLC there? Hi.
I know.
And can you hear us now, everyone?
Now they should be able to. It's
video too.
Yeah. It should be video now.
Sound. No
Yes.
sound.
No, there is sound and video now.
No, it's just nice to see the delay between how we talk and then. Now there is sound. I can hear you. Am I nobody? No. You are absolutely somebody, Martin Land, our favorite dancer, and everything else as well. So, yes,
I will tell you shortly what the problem is. I knew this problem exists. I just forgot about it.
Okay, and
I will tell you later. Anyway, introductions and whatnot.
Yes.
Carry on. Sorry.
Hello, everyone. It's 2023 and the 2nd of March. So we enter the spring, and we just had last week the Remixer of the Year awards, and we had an absolute winner who became the Remixer of the Year 2022, and he scored a GLD, and he will join us on air in about half hour. Right?
Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah. But
Yes.
I'm sorry to say I need to kind of do a bit of a hiccup again. Hold on,
no.
people. Yes, the regular relays will still be. We will just.
Okay.
I'll sort something out.
Okay. Should we play something? Maybe would that make it easier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are back now. Sorry, guys. A bit of a mishap there with scenes in OBS that don't behave the way they should. When you switch scenes, things break.
Okay.
So it kind of loses the source audio.
Yeah.
Anyway, nobody cares. We are here now. Hi.
At least we are here now. Hi. So hi everyone again. Those who didn't hear us, 2023, the 2nd of March, spring has happened. Roti Awards happened last weekend, and GLD, the Remixer of the Year 2022, will be our guest on air shortly. So, and before that, we obviously prioritize GLD requests tonight. I feel that it's my night. So, yes, of course, requests are allowed. And yes, those are prioritized, but you can request usual remixes, 64 and Amiga remixes and SIDs as well, and you can join us on Discord to the chat as well if you feel like participating in the chit chat there. Uthar is with us again.
Yes,
imagine that.
Yes, and Z-Duder, apparently, I'm good at annoying him because he says, just wanted you to know that I see that godforsaken out of focus C64 you put in the foreground of the damn shot, bastard. Only for you, Z-Duder.
Okay, so let's kick off this show, shall we? With some nice track.
Let's.
Okay, then let's start with Bait and Switch. Wasn't that a nice start?
Well, well, on the technical side, no.
No, not that part. I meant obviously the music. And people, you can send us requests tonight as well. So
Go to slay.radio/request
yes,
to do
and
so.
I really like what Paranoid Droid did there, because he sent a request with all 28 JLD songs from Remix 64. So we
Well,
are covered for tonight.
We'll be here for a while then.
No, okay. 28 songs is usually. We don't play 28 songs per night, right? Maybe half of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like 14, 15 or something.
Yeah, okay. Well, that could work. I'm not against that either. But people, if you want to hear some requests, then send us some.
Yes.
And yeah, look at that. Alpha already did. So
Good.
Good. Is
Good
it?
boy.
Good boy. I'm wondering, it's a SoundCloud link. Can I actually?
We can play it from here.
Aha. Okay, but then I need to send you the link, right? Is that what I need to do?
No, if it's I can read if it's Alpa's request, I can read it.
Oh, okay. That's awesome.
Yeah, you just tell me when.
Okay. Well, as a next song, obviously.
Obviously.
That's what I meant, at least.
Okie doke. Let's see what we have here. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Sorry if I seem a bit confused. I'm still kind of trying to sort the technology bits out. So yeah, it's always fun when things go exactly as planned, right?
Yeah, but slowly we are warming up. Hopefully the system does too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Slaygon does too. And we have an addition to the Remixer of the Year Awards last week. If you haven't heard, we have a shared first place right now. Because due to a technical problem, Parallax Mini EP, the past, present and future byte in Forsyth, scored 5th, while it should have scored 1st in Best C64 Remix category. And we resolved this by having a shared first place, said Remix 64 stuff, and our apologies for this honest mistake, they said. So just so you know, we have a shared first place right now between Tim Forsyth and Dusty.
Yeah, so Tim, you will be getting a trophy too. So a big applause to Tim Forsyth as well.
Yes, need to start to reach out to all those people to get the physical addresses, so we make sure that we have the addresses. The trophy production will start shortly, I think after next week, hopefully.
Is it next week you have your mix thingy,
yes.
mabob? Yeah, so
that's
yeah, definitely.
That's why it's after
definitely
next week.
After next week.
Yes,
then.
exactly. So that's the aim, but after that, probably will take a few weeks, because usually they produce them here in Sweden and then they send it to us and then we send it out to everyone.
Yes.
So
a few steps.
Yes, a few steps are left, and I'm guessing that there is a chance that around April everyone will receive it. So let's see how that goes.
And if you want to donate towards the trophies and whatnot, we can actually scribble down the donors' names in the card that we send with it. So yeah, you can do that by going to slay.radio/donate and type in a message in there.
Okay, and then you make a card as
yes,
well.
you
That's
kind
awesome.
of check in, write us a comment and specify that it's for the Rotti Awards.
Okay, that's a great idea. Yeah. And how about then? Are you preparing Alpha's request? Did you?
I did. It's ready to go.
Is it?
It is.
Then
it's right there.
Then
it's almost going.
Then we should definitely proceed with that.
Let's do that. This is JLD and Rocky Star Outrun Remix. Rocky Star by JLD, the Outrun remix. Hello. Hi.
Hello. Hi.
Hi. Hi. I'm just worried that I forgot to press some fucking button somewhere, but yeah, we seem to be fine now. So now I can start to relax, I
Why
think.
did we play it from SoundCloud? Because this was included on the RKO, right? So
Was it?
yes, it
Well,
was.
I don't know. That's the one Alpa found. So
No,
I
that
guess
was. I just didn't check the link. It
Yeah,
was the link, but I didn't.
it doesn't matter. You played really nicely from there as well.
Unless the autoplay is on, and then it will just play the next song after that. It's really great.
Well, I shut the whole thing down, so probably not.
That's great. At least you are so prepared.
Well,
Yep.
I don't know.
And yeah, it's been a while since we had a guest on air, so
Yeah,
yes.
The test interview went fine without a hitch, but of course today when we tried to connect everything, of course it didn't.
I don't know if you noticed, but it is usually like that.
Mhm. I know, that is why we started earlier. A little bit earlier than I usually start. Because reasons.
So a little bit earlier, which means we were on air on time. Finally.
Well, kind of. We were a few minutes late, plus extra few minutes for connections and reconnections and whatnot. Ah, jeez. Anyway, it's all good.
It is now.
Yes, 64738 says Martin Land. Indeed. Let's reset and restart. Well, maybe not restart. We already did that twice.
No. Yeah.
We're good with the restarts, okay?
We started early so we could be late on time, said Z Duder. Yes, definitely. That's what we do.
Yep. And that's how we roll.
Yeah, I know it's usually my fault.
Usually, but not today.
Not today, no.
She was here on time. Imagine that. And you couldn't even see it.
Well, I'm sorry. It's JLD after all. I need to be on time.
Oh, all right. That is very true.
Okay, then. So, shall we carry on with the next request? Because we will talk more later about
Oh, yes.
everything.
We certainly will.
Yeah, so, I was thinking maybe we can play some music as well every now and then. Fluke wants to hear JLD and Missing You.
Well,
Surprisingly.
you don't need to miss him for very much longer. He will be on air very soon. Boom bap, bap bap, bay bop, bay bap
Almost.
bap, boom bap. Kerrang!
Almost.
Almost
Not
kerrang.
quite. Not quite.
Not
There
quiet.
yet. Yeah.
No,
Not quiet.
at all.
No, it wasn't quiet. Oh my god. I love those dancing gifs again on the channel. Definitely fit the song.
Definitely so.
They know how to do that.
So, how has your week been?
Oh my Ooh, I don't know. Should you ask? Oh my god.
I should, and I did.
I might need a charger here, first of all.
yes.
Before I forget, because then it will just die on me randomly.
That would not be so good.
No, that wouldn't be. Well, you know, it's just everyone who's been through migrations knows what migration means, and that's what's happening at work. So it's great.
Busy times.
Yes. Loads of things to do. And by you?
Well, I accidentally kind of bricked 250,000 people's streams yesterday.
You're just bragging now, right?
It was fun. Luckily, I managed to fix it within like 9 minutes or something. But anyway, it was a bit radio silent there for a while. So that was fun.
I like Paranoid Droid's addition. Ziona's week was she needs a charger. Enough said. Yes.
Recharger.
Yeah.
And Ziduda says, that's a lot of bricks. Yeah, you could probably build a fairly sizable house with those bricks. I don't think they kind of align perfectly, but just throw some glue in there and you're fine.
For a while at least.
Yeah.
Oh my. Oh.
So yeah, it's been a bit of a stressful week, maybe.
Ever so slightly.
Tiny bit.
Ever so slightly for both of us, but we are here now, and now it's gonna be great. So, guess what? JLD requested a song.
Then we should certainly play it.
And you're gonna be very happy about it as well.
Smile to the sky?
No, he didn't request his own song, but I'm pretty sure that song will be requested tonight as well.
I'm fairly certain, yes.
Fairly certain, yes. What he requested is Marcel Donet and Sweet.
Oh, sweet. Is it the
No,
early work
sorry.
thing?
Marcel Donet Sweet, not the Greenberry. I don't know. I'm still at Rotty Awards. I'm so sorry. That's my fault. It's like, I really need to go to that. Is this
It's a good tune too.
Yeah, I know. It's just that the early work print, or not the early work print, because that's not defined. And actually, the Sweet by Marcel Donet is
I played
not
the
on
whole
RKO.
thing. It's on RKO.
Is it?
Yes.
Because I cannot find it in the library again.
Because you're now in the wrong folder.
Now I'm at the right folder where at least there is Sweet and early work print, and in the RKO folder there wasn't any Sweet. From Marcel at least. I do not know what's going on there, but I swear I checked. So now we are going to play this one. It's a very nice one though.
It is.
And everyone loves it. So, Sweet early work print by Marcel.
fucking lovely tune that is. Still one of my favorites from Marcel. Even though his Green Beret blues that he released recently, that comes close.
To this one.
Yes.
But still not.
No,
there.
not quite there.
Oh, do you hear that, Marcel? I wonder if you are around.
He knows
usually
this.
Sneaking around.
Yeah, I saw him earlier actually. So, yeah. But yeah, it's hard to beat. It's just all-time favorites. So yeah, it's going to be hard to beat that one.
That's what
definition.
the MC just said. All-time favorite.
Oh yeah, there
That's
we
what
go.
he added. Yeah, right. And I have all the freedom to choose at least one track for Paranoid Droid who wanted to hear all 28 tracks of JLD. I realized that we didn't really play a request for him just yet, and he had the first request with this.
And
but
all of them.
All of them, yes. So need to do some thinking here. Yeah.
Is that gonna be hard?
I mean, I tend to choose those that
You like?
all of them, but I mean there are those that are like the absolute favorites are usually like at the peak point of the mixes as well, you know, or at the front or at the end.
At the front or end or the back?
No,
The
with
back
those
front?
that's like, you know, it always needs to be something at the start as well that gets me going, which is very, very important. So a mix starter and ending track are also of course very important, but when the tension goes up to the peak point, that is also very important.
Mm-hmm.
So we can just choose a lot of them here. Meanwhile, oh, how about this one? Went on loop after it came out on I think that was one of the least recognized songs in the remix competition. I didn't know either who did that. I was like, I don't know who did that, but this is like, oh my god, it's looping in my head constantly the whole day. And I think that there were some comments on that because it was an anonym competition.
Anonymous.
That was the Anonymous, yes. The Remix 64 20th anniversary remix competition, right? That was the one where we had 48 participants.
Yes.
Yes.
It was a shit bunch of tracks.
Yes.
But that's where JLD scored the number one position on the least recognized remixer category.
True story. Least recognized remixer. Now it probably wouldn't be like that anymore, but by then it's still like he was relatively new. And he came out with this song, which is not really a typical JLD song.
That is very true. Also a contributor to his number one spot, I think.
Yes, definitely.
We have to ask him later if he did that on purpose.
Okay.
To try to break from his usual kind of pattern of music making.
Let's do that. Okay. Yeah. So, contest demo 4, Back to the 80s remix by JLD for Paranoid Droid.
Rocks Sid there with JLD Contest Demo 4 back to the 80s remix. Very nice. And yes, I do remember hearing that Sid back in the day. Very head-boppingly good.
Of course, you remember hearing it. It was looping in my player 40 times after each other.
I think it was one of the Sids I actually recorded onto my cassette tape so I could carry it around on my Walkman.
Yep. Really?
Yes.
Wow. That's very cool, actually.
I think I still have the index for one of the tapes I had. I think I had a rotation of like 5 of them with my favorite tracks.
Would be lovely to find those like cassettes. I recently found a cassette with my mods, not my mods, but my favorite mods that I used to love, and I recorded it for my mom as well, because guess what? She also loved it. So,
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom always thought, what kind of fucking beepy, bleepy, bloppy racket are you playing in there? Play some proper music.
She just didn't understand the beauty of that.
And according to her, proper music is like ZZ Top.
I mean, I'm not sure that my mom would understand cheap music if she hears that. My dad would, because we used to sit in front of the Spectrum and then, you know, like telling just the random games there, like, oh, this one has such a nice graphics, and then of course, oh, it's quite a nice blippy bloppy thing. So it's like my dad, I think he would appreciate these things. But yeah, it's a thing. Anyway, and we will play one more request, and then we will welcome our guest of tonight on air, just so you know. And just so the guest knows as well, who hears us, by the way, currently.
So prepare all of your questions.
Yes.
Like, what is your sock size? Not shoe size, sock size.
What is
Those
your
are
favorite
different.
food?
Like,
All the relevant questions.
What kind of socks?
Oh, right.
Bamboo, wool, cotton. Those are good questions.
Now you know that bamboo socks are great.
Yeah.
Only
definitely.
because someone random seller came around and I bought some, and turned out that it was a great decision because Slaygon liked them. But he was so absolutely close-minded about this. Like, no, we are not buying anything from
Yes,
it
wasn't about the bamboo socks. It's the type of selling. I hate door-to-door salespeople. So I generally just, whatever they sell, I just turn them away. So I'll look that up later. If you have information, that's fine. I'll look it up later.
And you will never look it up anyway.
Oh yeah, I do.
You will?
Yeah,
okay, you are
definitely.
one of those rare people. No, I don't like the door-to-door sales either. But this was just, I was like, yeah, I need socks. And socks are not really the shopping that you like to shop. They are just needed. So give me some. And
And now I am in the process of replacing all of my socks with bamboo socks. So I actually put in a new order yesterday, I think, for a new batch.
I changed your life.
Yeah, with the socks.
Okay, well, I guess that's a great impact. Anyway, let's see what we have on that request list now. And after the next song, we welcome JLD on air. Baggitman wanted to hear DHS and The Chase. Also a very popular hit, could be a very popular hit of the remix scene, I think.
It's gonna be a very, very big hit, as
It
Skits
was.
would say.
Yeah, hit.
Walking down a desert road, neon lights gonna win the cold.
And it's
There
over. The
we
tune is
go.
over. The tune is over. Hang on a minute.
And
I'm almost there.
you're almost there.
Now I'm there. I found a
Hey, look who I
lovely-
found.
Hi.
He's living in the TV.
Hello, everyone.
This is the JLD. The JLD.
Let's hope we won't receive messages now. We can't hear him. What's happened?
No.
No sound, no
I-
picture.
I can see sound. It's all good. Just to check, double check. Could you say something, JLD?
Yes.
Excellent.
See, Duder, we can't hear him. What happened? No sound.
You
See,
li-
Duder.
You little troll.
Yeah, I knew. Like,
Hello, everyone.
so, hi, GLD. How do you
Hello.
feel tonight?
I'm a bit nervous, I can say. This first time I'm on air. This is out of my comfort zone, but something I really want to do also. So,
Oh, that's great to hear, at least.
Yeah.
And there's nothing to be afraid of. Everyone loves you here, right? So
It's a safe space.
it's absolutely safe space. Yes. Wow.
Very nice to have you here. We are honored that you could make time for us.
Indeed.
So, yeah.
I am honored. It's very nice to you invited me to this.
We are all honored then, I guess.
Let's do a circle pat the back thingy. So
I
that's
know.
gonna be nice.
But you do usually with Elman, thank you. No,
Yes.
thank you.
Yeah, it goes on for like half an hour, 40 minutes. The
Yeah.
thank you round.
So yeah, you said that you were totally surprised that you got the Remixer of the Year award, right?
Yes, I was totally surprised.
And
I mean, there are so many great remixers this year, and I was just happy that I was in the nominees. I was okay. I'm the one with the nominees. So, and then, but what? I have to. I remember I wrote to Rock in the Discord channel about. Did you see what just happened? So I'm very happy, and I want to thank everyone that voted for me. So I don't know if I had the time to, because when this happened, the Discord just many messages there, and yeah, that's
Yeah.
nice.
congrats. And we were actually surprised that you were surprised. Like,
It felt like a given.
Okay, well, if I go back to when I started Remixes, it's 2020, and now 2022, I got the Remixer of the Year award. It's hard for me to imagine that, and it's but people seems to like what I do, so I'm really happy.
We do-
So as you phrased it before, sorry about that. Just
No,
one
no,
sentence.
just,
You need to get back to the remixing after 2 months of not doing remixes, right? Like, is that what you said?
Yes. Now I've been focusing on SID music so much, but when I got this award, I think I need to do some remix this year anyway.
Yeah,
At least one.
yeah, I
At
think
least
so.
one.
Yeah.
Retrogamingmusic.com, Fluke73, that's a long name. I'm just gonna call you Fluke from now on. Has a question for you. Are you a professional musician? He asks.
No way, I can say. I'm a total amateur on this. I have no education about music whatsoever. It's all started with the Commodore 64, making music on, I think the first time it was Future Composer, and then later it was Soundtrack and Noise Tracker, I think. So I have no education at all about this, no professional.
And
Wow.
your
Thank you for asking me that. That's nice.
Actually, he's not the only one who thought of this question, because, well, earlier that kind of crossed my mind as well, that it's some of your tunes really sound like you are doing music for a long time. And you do, but
I think I had a break between. Could it be? I stopped making music on the 64. I did try to do a comeback '96, but that didn't work so well. I think I did one SID, and after that I remember I bought Reason. I don't remember which version that was. And what can it be? 2001, 2002 maybe. And I tried to do music on that one, but nothing special happened. And when the COVID strike, I bought myself a new computer. And I bought the new Reason, and I started to try to make music, and it went not so good. And then I thought, why don't I try to do a remix? Because I always loved the C64 music and Amiga music. And then I started to make music. I tried to make a remix.
You were aware of the remixing scene before you came to that conclusion,
yes,
or?
I think I did that. I don't remember this year, but when I bought the first Reason, I tried to make a version of Joran Tell's. What's the tune? No, it's still in my head. I did a try, but it didn't work so well, so I just.
Cybernoid, Battle Valley.
No, it was another. Golden X. Is it that?
Right, yeah.
I think it was Golden. No, Myth. It was Myth.
Oh my God!
No, I remember. It was Myth.
What a surprise, right?
Yeah. So, have you done a Myth yet? If not,
No.
you should.
I mean, he's not specialized in very well-known SID remixes, right? Because you definitely go for those that no one knows, right?
Yeah. For the most part.
For the most part,
Yeah.
at least.
For the most part, yes. I just read on that they think my volume is low.
Oh,
let's see if we
your
can
volume?
do
Okay.
something about that. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, let's crank it. Say something.
Hello?
Okay,
Is that
let's
better,
crank it
guys?
a little bit more. Let me-
Hello?
Oop, there we go. Now.
Yep, I think so.
Yeah.
You got a thumbs up?
Excellent. Let's crank it a little bit more.
Decrease the bed. I will.
I think that is good now. I'm
Is that-
looking at the meters here. Looks better now.
I think
Okay.
Okay. Oh, well.
Excellent.
And that your one attempt for that SID from 96, you said. Can we find it in HVSC? Is that up?
Please don't.
Please don't? Okay.
I have the clever name to it also when I think this is my comeback. I'm going to do SIDs. I call it the tune The Return.
Yeah, I can see it here.
I think I did it on the DMC or something. I think it was 96. It must be 96.
Yeah, it's 96 and made in DMC version 5. I'm actually playing the song right now. I don't know if you hear it.
Please don't play it.
Okay, we can carry on with the request in this case,
Yes.
which I absolutely by accident lined up, totally by accident, before seeing the request of, hey,
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Adjusting the bed.
Yeah, I know, but I
There we
need
go.
to.
Sorted.
So I need to go back because somehow the requester didn't forward who requested that, but I saw that it was
Requested what exactly?
Master Sarge.
Uh-huh.
Request. Jesus Christ, it was on the channel. And
Yeah, well,
no, it didn't come through the
no, it's,
requester.
No, it came through the web interface, I think, because the name is empty.
Oh, Proton. Proton of Finnish Gold. Of course,
Oh.
Proton of Finnish Gold, because you are also
Hi, Finnish Gold.
Hi.
My compadres.
Did you request that on Twitch?
No, he requested it on Discord.
Where?
Yes, here at 8:48 there. And
yeah, that's on Twitch.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
So,
maybe it was
so,
requested there.
Yeah, I just wanted to make a note of that because I need to poke GoHanks about that because there's a bug.
Okay. So anyway, here comes Master Sarge for Proton.
Master Sarge by Master JLD.
Indeed.
And speaking of master, etc., I have a question to you from Alpa, who says, what kind of process do you do or have when you're mastering your tracks? Because they sound really, really nice. Or the way he phrased it. Allt låter ju så jäklans bra, så något knep måste finnas.
I used the Isotope suite with the Neuron. Is it called Neuron? Neutron?
Neutron. Yeah.
Neutron 4 or 3. I think 3 is easier for me to use than 4. I bought 4, but I use 3. I think.
Yeah.
And then I used what's it called? The Isotope. What is the mask?
Ozone.
Ozone. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, kind of the same stuff I use on my tracks, but less successfully.
No, I mean,
no.
that's what we talked about, like when the song was playing in the background, that I just want to list this in my head. You did some SIDs, right? From like 80 something to 90, at 96 you wanted to do a comeback, but how many years of the doing SIDs was there? That was also a short time, you said, right?
Yeah, sort of. Sometime, I think maybe my first SID could have been with like 89. I really don't remember, because
Okay.
first time, I don't when the Future Composer released, is it?
Oh, that was in the 80s somewhere.
Yeah, and that was the first time I come in contact with something like a music.
Yeah.
Okay.
92, 92 it looks like, and then the return.sid in 96.
Yes, in 96.
Yeah.
So you.
And then
you,
I was in Warriors of Wasteland, the demo group Warriors of Wasteland,
Ah.
record group.
Nice.
Okay, and then you had like about 3 active years, right?
Yeah,
And then in 96 you wanted to do a comeback, which then you thought it wasn't that great, and then you disappeared for like many years. right?
ever.
Ever you disappeared
Like,
ever? Oh my God! And then that means that you, after this time, you did a few tracks like around 2010,
Yeah.
with Reason, right? But that was only like around 10 tracks, you said.
Yes, something like that, or 5, 10. I don't remember. I got a boost actually when I got contacted by a record label in Germany called Yatari. They did music called digital laptop reggae. For some reason, they have found my old SID called Reggae 2. And they asked permission to use that. They asked me if you can get money if we can use this one, and I said, of course. But do you want to use my old SID that I did when I was 15 years old? Be my guest, use it.
Oh my God.
And the fun thing about this is that the tune went. They sold it on vinyl, and every record sold out. And also, when they played it, this was the last tune in their live set that they played, and it was always a hit when they played it. The people, I have see some clip that all the people get up on the stage and
That's
like
cool.
it's crazy.
And that was a SID, like still that
Yes,
was
what
the
I see, it's they have used, they have changed something, but
okay, yeah.
that's the singer is called Zoom T, and she sings in it, and they use my SID with it. And it's a
Wow.
reggae, it's a digital laptop reggae, so I think they found my SID, searching probably a deep SID about reggae tunes, and found it. I don't know, but
Yeah, so
and that was super cool. And when that happened, that's quite cool with music. I probably should buy Reason or something and try.
well, Fluke does have a good point here. You got money for making music, so that makes you a professional.
Okay. Sorry, Fluke.
But
That's it's quite funny, actually, that story.
It is indeed.
so yeah, they used it in a Lazy Jones way, but probably more part of your SID was included in the song than in Lazy Jones. Well, with the Jesus, I
or did
forgot
I Shancraft 400?
Yes, thank you.
But did I understand you correctly? They actually used the SID in this production,
Yes,
and then just added.
They just master it and
Yeah.
done something with it, and just I don't remember if they cut something to just match it with the vocals, and yeah.
Right.
And after all these years being inactive and all of that, you just decided to join the remix scene and just enter with like a massive amount of tracks in 2020 in such quality.
I did. It's kind of strange because I don't listen to that music that I did that, because I listen to metal music and rock and that stuff, but I like all the music, but it's not that I listen to. So it was a hard start for me, because I tried to make a music and I can't play guitar, but then I have to try to use other instruments. So it's kind of strange that I make that kind of music and I listen to metal and all that stuff.
Yeah, I was going to ask, what goes into the process of deciding that? Yeah, I'm not going to do anything like the thing I like. I'm just going to do this thing instead.
Which is like the complete opposite of metal, like dance, like Eurodance type of stuff. And wow.
I don't know, but I like all. I'm an all eater. I can listen to everything. I love almost everything. So
and omnivore.
When I hear a good song on the radio, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, good music is good music.
Yes, and good music. And Sid music is always good music.
That is very true. Music. Well, most of it.
Okay, well, I guess you need to face the fact that I guess now several people said as well, and I think you remember me asking you, like, do you think that he's a professional musician? Because it's been like a while, like a few months ago. And yeah, it's probably time to recognize for you that you definitely have something to do with music, more than being a amateur musician then, I guess. Because the level and the way how you master your tracks and mix your tracks, that really doesn't sound like you are doing this for 2 years.
No.
Like,
definitely
this
not.
is our skeptical face here.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
Nope.
I mean, seriously.
Say it ain't so.
I
spent a decade and a half trying to master mixing and mastering, and I'm still shit at it.
I can say I really like the mixing part because I think that's very interesting. So I study a lot of YouTube videos and get tips from that, and yeah. So.
Okay.
And even my good fellow Rock has taught me a lot of thinking mixing. He's a very good guy at that.
Yeah, because
so
he plays
mixing
in bands.
Mixing is really fun when you get when you can hear the difference and so.
Yeah. But Rock plays in actual bands and whatnot, I guess, because he's a very, very good guitar player.
Yes, so he's a really good guitar player.
Yeah,
I don't think he plays in band now, but he's really good.
Yeah. Well, I guess we need to interview him as well and ask him.
Yeah,
Yes.
after this, it's really in order, and I think we might. Yes, thank you so much about that. But I wanted to line up some sort of music.
Well, you can
here.
still do that.
Yeah, I know. That's nothing stopping me. Just almost forgot that we need to play some music as well every now and then. Hang on a minute. Oh God, where are we now? Yes.
Oh, there's a good question coming up after the musical break.
After the musical break, we
Yes.
will play something. Imagine JLD, not from you, Jesus Christ,
Sacrilege!
Yes. Let's see. FS requested
FFS.
X Form Z and Green Beret. I think you might also like this one though, because well, that wouldn't be that far, at least.
X-Form Z, not in their regular form, which usually is like metal.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. X
yeah.
from Z. That's how we need to emphasize that, because Lord Evil made a comment on that. Very important part.
Very, very important.
And I don't know what's up with those people. High Rock, by the way, he reached out to me, and nice show. I'm night shift. I'm at night shift at work. Crossing fingers, it will go well. Night shift, yay. You asked if I'm a professional musician. Well, I'm not. I mean, what are those people really? I have said self-learned everything. Can't play from notes. Lol. I used to play in bands like over 10 years ago, but that was only a hobby.
Yeah, well,
I'm frozen now. Thank you for all kind words. I love the show and JLD. Oh well, we love you too, Rock and JLD, obviously. Oh my God, you guys, you are self-learning, and in 2 years, that means that if you watch enough mixing YouTube videos, then you can be like JLD. That's
self-learning sounds like AI there. Are you an AI?
I use the chat GPT. Hello, what's it called?
Yeah. Soon on Bing.
Soon on Bing, yes.
Alpa has another question by the way. Are those Bayer Dynamic DT990? I think they look like 770s. Ha! 770s. And he also asks you to describe your home studio setup.
Oh, there's not much to describe. It's I have this Focusrite sound card. I have the Yamaha HS8, I think they're called, and a subwoofer for Yamaha.
Mm-hmm.
And I have the complete from Native Instruments keyboard.
And
that's it. Nice.
Wow. And do you?
And I have a guitar that I can play.
And do you mix and master with headphones on, or with rather prefer speakers?
Both, I think. I think I use first I have the speakers, and then I listen on the headphones, and then I go listen to my sound book I have here. It's a big Bluetooth speaker. And I go out in the car and listen, and I go back in and I listen to the...
That's a good process.
Yes.
Okay.
I want to listen to it everywhere.
Yeah.
It makes sense. And how much time do you spend, like, on average with one track's mixing and mastering? Maybe, yeah.
Oh, it's hard to say. At first, I was kind of doing it fast, I think. I didn't do it so good. But now I have I'm more, what is called, I spend more time in the mixing stage, I think.
Okay.
Because I want it to sound perfect.
Yeah.
And do you feel sometimes what most of the people feel, that like my ears are full right now, so I need a break because it's...
Yes.
Yeah, like fatigue.
Quite often, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because when you hear the tune you are trying to do several times, you get tired of it. So I need a break from it, and then I can go on and do something on it again.
Okay. And do you have like reference tracks that you like to use? Or
No, I don't. I don't use reference tracks.
okay.
I've YouTube that, but I don't use that.
Yeah, because it's like I wanted to ask you, like, what are your idols in terms of like commercial artists and also remixers maybe, and of course SID artists?
Yeah. I have a lot of artists I like. I do. When it comes to Sid, of course, Rock. I love his tracks. And Gertelta, Jorentel, really good. And also Stinsen and Wiklund are my favorites.
Mm-hmm. So,
Sorry?
I guess you went through all their tracks already, so anything that could be remixed, that is remixed.
And now there are plenty of things to remix, both from Rock and Stinson and Wiklund and Geert Schultz. I only did Smile to the Sky, and he has a lot of great tunes.
Yeah.
Hey, right. So bucket list on.
Yeah. Related question there from Proton. Actually, he said, "Have you done? You have done a lot of collaborations with people and whatnot." So he asks, "Is there any musician with who you would like to co-op on a project? Someone you haven't done so with yet?"
Tricky question. There are lots of great both remixers and of course it is. After when I get the Remixer of the Year award, I got some from people that asked me to do some collabs. So let's see what's happening in the future.
Yeah, that's very nice.
So several of them on the list.
Yeah.
So now you can pick and choose.
No, but the fun thing, the first remix I did this year, 2022, was with Dr. Future.
Yep.
And I think he just sent out something on my YouTube channel, or I see on his YouTube channel. I don't remember, but maybe we could collab sometime. And when I did a Platoon remix, I got stuck, and I thought, wasn't that Dr. Future had a question about maybe a collab? So I sent him my version, and I sent him and told him, please make your magic on this one and see what we can do with it.
Nice.
Yeah,
and he did.
So far it was Dr. Future and Rock, right?
Yeah.
Yes. When I asked you as well.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you're one of the many in his queue now.
But yes, now I'm just one of the many. I was thinking of this like earlier as well, obviously, because the styles are line up very much.
There's not a single mix set you do that doesn't include his tracks anyway. So
surprise. Yeah, but it's that's like always a very interesting experience, I think, when two musicians just put their heads together and then there is something new coming out, because there's so many things to learn during such things.
You can learn by each other also. I learned so much about when I did it with Rock, both Smile to the Sky and Massive Wormhole.
Yeah.
It was a really great journey for me. I think I learned really much after that. I think Master Sarge and those mixes, it's because of what I've been taught by Rock, I think.
Nice.
And it kind of sounds like that wasn't really the last co-op with Rock, I guess.
No.
As I've understood, you've become good friends after your first co-op, and then kind of bonded over it and all of that.
Yeah, we chat quite often on Discord, and yeah.
That's very nice.
Yes, really nice.
Yeah, amazing things ahead then. And now that you won this award, at least you don't go away from remixing. This is something that we are very, very happy about. Yep. Meanwhile, yes, yes, I'm just realizing again that we are talking here for a while. So maybe we want to play one Rock and JLD song now that we talked about it, right? That would be useful if anyone didn't hear that one yet. And I'm gonna...
Then you need to go and listen to it, or stay here and listen to it, because we're gonna play it now.
That's easier if they stay here and don't go away right now. I don't think they want to, but it's like, you never know, And I picked Massive Wormhole because, well, obviously that's the shorter track of the two. We need to make some space here.
Ever so slightly.
But this is how their cope can sound. my God! Yes, it needs. It definitely goes fast.
It goes
I don't
really
know where
fast.
the time went here. Oh God!
That was what, almost 4 minutes, and it went like that because
We had a chat.
Yeah, we now can chat
We
with the
should have
guests.
chosen the smile to the sky. Then we had time to chat.
Yeah.
Oh, damn,
but
yes, we didn't
But that
think of
would
that.
feel like 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, indeed. No, I mean, if no one is requesting that song, we can just easily use it as an exit tune. That's why I'm like holding
Yes.
up there. Yeah, but
Yeah, I would love to hear that actually. We could
we
run
will
the
hear
shorter
that.
version that you created for the Rotti thing.
oh yeah, there's just so you know, JLD, you don't know that, but I created a shorter version of
Okay.
your.
So now it's Smile to the Sky by JLD, Rock, and Ziona.
I know all that I did was
Okay, so-
filling it out at 5 minutes and half probably because obviously we couldn't play like 10 minutes in the Roti show, but
Yeah. So now you can check Ziona off that co-op list.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's shrinking very quick.
Checked.
that's not fair. That's not fair.
Also, I'm requesting a co-op with you and I. We can do some really dark shit, but
Metal.
yeah, metal and some dark like orchestral synthesizer combo with metal guitars and whatnot. But since I already put some sound effects over one of your tracks on one of the shows, I think you can check me off that list as well. Your co-op list is going really fast now.
Yeah, it's going fast. We're ready.
Nah, it needs to be something that kicks the side out of the house or something. How do you say that in English? When you kick the house's side out, it's like
Well,
so loud.
We tend not to do that in Sweden. It gets so fucking cold in here then.
Right, sorry. No, the walls of the house will stay, but still, something kick-ass.
Something really kick-ass.
The future of remixing and JLD remixes is bright, says Paranoid Droid.
Oh, hello, pal
Thank
from
you.
Offense, by the way. Oh, sorry, I spoke over you there.
No problem.
Pal from Offense says, thank you for a great show, and also a lovely hug for JLD and his win. And thank you so much for your super tunes and for our new friendship.
Yeah, Paul.
Yeah.
Very nice guy.
Yeah, very, very
We have
nice.
also very nice chats on Discord,
Yeah.
sharing music and stuff.
Yeah, now that you've kind of gotten back to Sid music and whatnot, I need to ask, are you going to the X party in June?
Unfortunately not. I'm going to a rock festival. I think it is the weekend before, so I don't think it's been so popular if I go the weekend after to the X.
But
Maybe you guys can come together. Like,
take the family with you.
yeah, why not?
I will ask.
Yeah. Excellent. I'm sure they will love living in a dorm room with sweaty nerds.
Yes.
It's like, woo, dream come through.
But Netherlands
Not.
is great as well, and like Eindhoven is around, and it's like in this small village Sommeren, where there are like literally
Cows.
no, it's like accommodation for 400 people. Literally, like school guys used to have that. It's kind of fun, but yeah, there are surroundings and they are very nice as well. So worth to think about it, maybe for the future. Just in
Yes,
case.
sometime in the future.
Yes,
Yeah.
June. I don't know how you read the calendar, but for me, June is in the future.
Yes. Unfortunately, the Download Festival is also in June.
Oh,
Yeah, we don't want family wars here, but
No.
I think you are absolutely fine to take your family as well, and it's just
Yeah.
lovely. Anyway, later maybe, but yeah, as it works. But do you actually ever visited any demo scene events or parties before?
Unfortunately, not. I have not. We have some locals parties here in where I live, so there was more like a meeting. I think the real parties I never been to.
No.
So that's not so good. So I have to go to some party.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
yeah.
X Party is one of the biggest ones out
Yes,
there.
I know. Yes, I know.
So yeah, it would have been lovely to see you there actually.
One of the biggest, if not the biggest, because I
Yeah.
don't think that there is any bigger
No,
C64
you're right.
event in
It's
the world.
the biggest.
Yeah.
400 people,
Yeah.
like literally
At
from all
least
around the
400.
world. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's super cool. Someday.
Someday.
Yeah, someday.
It's every
Someday.
2 years. Now it's been,
Okay.
4 years since the last one? 3 years?
5 years, because
5 years,
it's been
Jesus.
2018.
The COVID. Yeah.
Yeah.
And COVID happened, and they just didn't want to risk, obviously, because it's a huge menu to book. But this year, after 5 years, it will happen again. And
Oh my God! I think there will be a lot of great stuff showing there.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
There will.
so that will be like a double score, I think, if someone
Yeah.
wins a competition there, because so many creative juices gathered
Yeah, and,
after 5 years.
Yeah, and people have been working on sensor design, for instance. My group, we were prepared to release something like 2 years ago when it got postponed. Oh, great! Now we have 2 more years to put more stuff on the discs.
Oh, that's
But-
super cool.
Yeah, but GoHanks actually has a good point. We've been thinking of actually putting together a new Slay Radio gathering, which is basically, it's not an event.
Garden
There's
party.
no-
Oh,
Yeah, we did have a garden party. That was kind of the warm-up. I would have wanted to do at least 2 of the garden parties, and you are obviously invited to the next garden party we have. So that we can kind of schedule to like late July, early August, somewhere around there. So
would love to come.
yeah, that would be fucking awesome.
Yes, it would.
So
And
yeah,
that's more simple. That's the same country as you are.
yes.
exactly. But yeah, at least then you will get to meet a couple of your fellow remixing scene people.
Remixing scene people.
That would
Yes.
be awesome.
Okay.
Oh, and Proton says, "Oh, good for you. We just started with regards to a demo for X."
We are.
I'm sure it will kick ass anyway.
Yeah, both sensor and finish gold. I guess that's gonna be a great competition. Looking forward to that.
FS says, "Will it be in Germany, coincidentally? Which one? The Slay Radio Gathering?
No, that's not.
That's in Sweden.
Gothenburg.
Yes, here outside in in our garden or the patio or something.
And X in the Netherlands. So that's close to Eindhoven. It's a little village called Sommeren, and
Lovely
really
place.
nice. Yes, it is. So yes, these events are coming up. Also, maybe an Aero party that we
Yeah,
visit.
that's usually in late August, September, somewhere around there.
Yeah, we usually visit my home country
Yeah.
because Aero party. Yes, definitely. So need to be there. Like that's a tradition. Since
Oh, I need to pick your brain, JLD, about SIDs
No,
and
no.
Goat Tracker, because I've been meaning to do a SID. I was supposed to do a SID in February for Petsky, I think it was, that just looked kick-ass, and I got inspired, which is when I dug up my old source for my old player and editor, looked at the code and went, nope. So I need to kind of figure things out in Goat Tracker, so I would love to pick your brain about that.
No problem.
Excellent.
So you would go with Goat Tracker then?
And then if you pick my brain, I pick Rock's brain.
Yeah, exactly. It's a relay picking.
So you won't go with Sensored anymore?
No, I can't be asked to rewrite. Go Tracker has had like 30 years on me to kind of improve their player. Mine was written in like 1990. I wrote one version that is not released publicly yet that improved a lot of the things in it, but it's still not quite on par with Goat Tracker and Cheese Cutter and all of the other Sid Wizard, these kind of things.
Is any version of your being released public, or is not? One of your versions is released public, or?
Yeah, the version 1.6 is released in public in 2001. I found it and published it on CSDB, but version 1.7 was never published because I ran out of memory to actually assemble the thing, so I had to pick it apart. So the disk editor, sound editor, and the main editor are their own sources and need to compile or assemble different separately. And yeah, I didn't have a PC to do it with back then, so there we go.
There we go. Wow.
Or I did have a PC, but no cross compiler or cross assembler thing. So yeah, Goat Tracker or maybe Sid Factory by JCH and Laxity and Drax and whoever else is involved in that.
Gotta look these things up because I'm also toying with the idea of Goat Tracker. Heard from several.
I think you should do music on the Sid. It's the funniest thing to do, I think.
It is.
I love it.
Yeah.
I
Me
was so
too.
happy when I managed to do my first Sid now since like '96. when it started to work out, I think I was so happy.
Yeah,
I
once
love it.
things.
I love Sid sounds.
Yeah,
How
once
much
things
time?
fall into place.
How much time did you spend with that?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe the first one I did maybe 1 week or so.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Okay. And maybe this is the time when we need to line it up, maybe. But
Yeah.
that's on you.
Yeah. Well, let me see.
Yeah, we got some links there from earlier. That's gonna make it easier. You just need to get there.
Yeah, I'm actually browsing through his HVC directory, but I don't think it's in there just yet.
No, it's not there. Not the new ones.
No.
No, but the YouTube.
On DeepSeed, you can find it on the new files. I think what it's called.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, because they have that.
Like Sid happens. I mean, Sid happens.
Yeah, exactly. But we got. I'm in the wrong one, I think. Oh, there we are. Which one are we looking at? We are looking at the. Which one was the first one?
My song for you.
Right.
Yes, the one file demo
Yes.
link
Let's,
that you can definitely line up.
Yes.
I think.
Let's play that and pull the demo up as well while we're at it. I think. So let's do that, shall we?
We shall.
We shall. We shall.
We shall.
Ready?
Yeah. Let's not shell anything sensitive. A field will be nice, but nothing else. Okay.
Ready?
Okay.
Ready?
Yes. Ready.
Okay.
See you on the other side. hold on. Hold on. I need to do a brutal kind of stop right there.
Boss fade.
Yeah, boss fade. We are now back.
Beautiful,
Now I'm
beautiful
back.
song.
Yes. I couldn't read everything that was said. I think Pal kind of chipped in. I asked JLD off air if that was Pal's screen, and yes, it
Yes,
apparently
it is.
was. Thought it
Lovely
looked like
picture.
Pal. He wrote something like, "The girl is called Smile, and she came to me in a dream, so I had to paint her on the 64 for this great tune." Very, very nice.
Indeed. It's a lovely
Very
tune.
nice.
Yeah, very nice. Good picture and very nice tune as well.
And was
Thank
Katarina
you.
also happy about it? I'm not
I-
sure he heard it.
No.
Yes.
So ask the question again.
Sorry. Was Katarina also happy about the tune?
Okay, I didn't hear. Yes, she was, I think.
So she definitely approves your hobby.
Yes,
Ah,
yes,
so good.
she
so
does.
good.
He has his own room for the hobby, so I think it's a thumbs up on that department.
That will be difficult without a room for the hobby, though, right?
Yes.
So every now and then. Lovely. Yeah, and we were at back to the remixing part now a little bit. I wonder, after 28 remixes that you have released, right? Summing up like the 2 Amiga remixes and the rest C64 remixes that you did, on average, can you guess like how much time you spent with one single remix?
In the beginning, I think it was quite fast. Maybe a week or two in a one remix, I think. But lately, okay, but it's been. I think I spend more time in the mixing process, like I said. But
Okay.
yeah, I can't actually say how much time, but maybe 3-4 weeks with a mix and a remix.
Okay, that's good to hear, but it's so weird that you say that at the start it was shorter, because one would think that it's the other way around, right? Once you
Usually.
gain routine, yeah. So
In the beginning, I just wanted to release something. I didn't wanted to. When I think I want to finish this one, so I can start with another one. So I just put it out. I remember it was with the tune called. I did release it on RKO, and I revoked it because I thought it sounded so bad, and then I released it again. I don't remember what this was called. It must be one of my earliest.
okay.
Let me check.
Yeah, and speaking to the going faster earlier, my first remix, I started 8 in the morning, in the evening, and worked through the night and uploaded the whole thing to RKO like 6 in the morning the day after.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
So yeah, that's my first remix.
I have to check here. I have done 2 remixes of almost the same name. It's Sophisticated 3, Part 1 or Part 3, which it must be Part 3. That one I released on RKO, and I need to revoke this. I don't want it to be released.
Wow.
It sounded so bad. The mixing was awful. I remember that very well because I liked the tune very much, and I didn't know anything about mixing. That is the earliest tunes in 2020.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so when I sent it in and I listened afterwards, but I can't release this one. It's impossible to release this one. So I revoked it.
Wow. And then you uploaded it later with like
Yeah,
proper mixing according to your taste.
yeah, it's better, I think. But if I listen to it now, I think I could have done much better. But then it was okay to release it.
Well, before you re-released it on RKO, you managed to do what, 5 or 6 tracks in between and release them?
I have to check. I think so.
Yeah, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them.
Yeah.
Good things take time sometimes, right?
Yes, it was like that because it didn't sound any good at all, and I didn't want to. I don't know. It just felt wrong. It didn't sound any good. So, but then I remember I was so happy because Peter Clark, I think it was Peter Clark that gave me some good review on it, and I contacted him. I think it was Lala, was it maybe?
Okay.
They are both fairly prolific reviewers and whatnot.
Yeah, and I got my first really good reviews, and I think what's inspired me to do more. I think so. That it's. I think now I have learned don't release it if you don't is satisfied. I just released it and thought maybe it is what it is. Let it be like that. But then no, I have to delete this one.
I've had release panics as well, and could you change this and that in the text describing it, or no, just remove the fucker. I'll upload it once I'm done. That sort of thing. But also DMC makes a comment regarding this, and he says, "First world problems. I wish I had a remix to revoke."
But yeah, I guess everyone has different tactics towards that. Like, let's take Wobbler. I think he said that if he spends more time than 2 days or whatnot with a remix, he gets bored of it, right?
Yeah, he
said.
usually just smacks them out in like mere hours.
Yeah, and that's
insanity.
That's also one way to do that, because he definitely made a lot of progress.
He does very great remixes, and that's very impressive if he does that in like 2 days and he smacks them out. And
yeah,
whichever
Very
works for whoever. It's sometimes, I guess holding back, and you can take it to the extreme as well. I still owe the remixing to all the remixes that I did because I wanted to polish them, and it never happened after the compo. So sorry, but yes, will happen.
Yeah,
eventually.
I actually have a bit of a thing with that whole thing of not releasing. I actually released things that I absolutely should not have released. Like I did Rustan, for instance, Martin Galway's track. It's out of sync and awful mixing, awful mastering. But the reason I released it is because I think it has a great idea. And if someone hears it this way and decides that, yeah, I can do better than that, and take my word, you can. You just go and do a better version of it. That's why I released it the way I did, because it's awful. But at the same time, it might trigger someone to think that, yeah, I see where he's trying to go. He's like miles away from the goal, but I can do better, and I hope someone does, because I think it's a great idea for the track.
Yeah, and I used to think like this when example for My Song for You, when that one I have sat on for a while because we wanted to release it after the Fjelldata and all of that. And before I released it, I thought I released it at the Fjelldata, but when we was about to release it, the tune has been ready for a while. But I didn't want to change it. I wanted it to be like the first SID I did, because I want to see my learning curves from it. Because I learned from My Song to You to the next and next, I learned more stuff and tweak more sounds and or whatever. But I wanted it to be as true as the beginning, so I can go back later and see this is my first. So this is how it sounds. I think sometimes it's not. You don't need to overdo it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, there's value in kind of being able to go back and realize that, okay, this is what I did back then, and this is where I am now, and this is what I could have done now. I think there's value, because when you see that you have progress in your learning curve or whatever, it's fueling you to
Yes, exactly.
do more.
Exactly. That's what I think also,
Yeah.
because that's where really nice to see. It's the same with the remixes also. With my earlier with the mixing and all that, I see my progression that it's getting better. So now I am here. I can even get even better and better.
Yeah.
Even better.
Yeah, and even those older gems, so to speak, I really have remixes that are like completely mid yellow rating, and I still love them. And they are like 20 years old, or maybe even, I don't know, older. But there is something to them that just catches your attention. And it
Yeah.
doesn't need to be always perfect, right? You
No,
aim
no.
for the present to be perfect in, of course, but holding them back for years, what I did with these remixes, it's very stupid. Don't do that, please. Like anyone,
Yeah,
really.
it's,
Don't follow my example. It's not good.
Yeah, but like with the example of the track we did of Thomas Dettert's Sid, I like the track, but the mixing and mastering is absolutely horrid. So it absolutely benefits from sitting on the shelf for a while until I get through this whole mixing and mastering kind of learning
think?
curve, as it will, if you will.
You think? Anyway,
Oh, yeah.
never mind. It's like, I don't know. I'm still skeptical, but yeah, it's a great track itself, but I don't know how that mixing can turn out after these years. So yeah.
No, I'll just bounce the individual tracks and kind of restart the mixing and mastering process and do it properly this time.
Let's see what comes out of that. But yeah, I definitely agree that there should be a balance kept there. And if it's taking too long, maybe you just want to release it. Like there was another favorite of mine. I think it was Red Devil and Supremacy and some other, I think the Druid the remix that he did. I think it never got to the red zone of ratings, but to Supremacy, he even added that he got like so annoyed and bored in the end that he just released it because he got bored of the song, right? And it just, I don't know, somehow you never know who you touch, like at the other end of the world, you know, with your music, and he did touch me with that. And it's a great thing, even if it's not perfect. It's just amazing that he released it. So, yeah.
There used to be a track. Oh, there we go. Frank F. and himself released Aztec Challenge Tribe Sacrifice is Ready. That is absolutely horrid in mixing and mastering, but I just love this track. It just speaks to me for many reasons. It's just beautiful. And I think there is value in not doing things perfectly as well.
There is.
Yes, I agree. Totally agree.
If you could just pick one remix out of many of yours, then which one would be that you are the most proud of?
For me, it's a Smile to the Sky.
Of course it is.
Me too.
Of course it is.
I know, but after that, I must say, I think I got the mixing really good on Master Sarge. And I
Yes.
love that Sid also, because it's have some drive in it. I like it. And the intro with the low bass, and that, I think it's turned out quite well. So that's I can say I'm quite proud of that one.
Agreed on that one. However, we played it already.
Yeah.
So if you would pick something outside Smile to the Sky and Master Sarge, which one it would be?
Must it be one of my
Yes.
One of yours.
remixes? Sorry.
Yes.
Okay, the latest one, isn't that On Solid Ground? Stinson's look.
Oh yes, definitely. Let's play that one. I guess that's we are definitely.
Stinson Sid there is amazing. I love Stinson's too.
Yeah,
Yes,
he
he
does
is- he's
amazing
great.
work on the
Yeah.
SIDS.
And he usually visits X Party too, just so you know. Just I'm just hinting here.
Bring your family is what she says. Crunchy. JLD with On Solid Ground or Crunchy Ground. It almost sounds, the bass kind of thing there almost sounds like, when you have this perfectly tempered snow that you step on that crunches together like every step of the way, but you're walking really fast on that. That's kind of what it
True. Yeah, very true.
reminds me of.
And about this song, I particularly love how it starts. Like that's put there. No wonder it started a bit live Saturday set, I guess.
Good track.
DMC has a point there. We need a new remix competition, unvarnished, where everyone puts up only the pure raw mix without any polishing and mastering up. That would be quite interesting to see and hear.
Oh, yeah. Those are horrible.
Or not.
Or not, if you pay attention to the mixing, then not. Without mastering.
Yeah, that's...
You never know.
At that stage of the production, you usually kind of are playing around with ideas and trying to find the right sounds and trying to see how they fit together. And at that point, there's basically no mixing or mastering happening at all. So yeah, they tend to sound pretty horrid.
Yes.
Every now and then. Yeah, but...
Well, unless you're Rhino Hand, because he just... he's Ryan.
He's Ryan. And he was actually requested, so we might play a song like after a little break here from him as well.
Nice.
Just so you know.
Nice, like the Lifetime Award winner would say.
Nice, yes.
Nice.
Yes, the reason is for the nice is because Mordy kept saying nice.
It's because he's a man of few words.
Yes, but he definitely tends to say nice when he likes something, and very moderately put. So it's not like he is ever bragging about anything. He just said nice, even after getting the award. Oh, that's nice. Lifetime Achievement Award. That's nice.
Man of few words and humble.
Very humble, very lovely person, indeed. So.
Indeed. Oh, right.
So yeah, we were definitely at this spending some time with this mixing and mastering department, and then you switched to Cubase. We talked about this 2 years ago.
Yes.
Around the same time when I did, and it seems like both of us can thank Slaygon for that.
Slaygon is the one.
Yeah,
Slaygon is the salesman of
me.
Cubase.
I'm just relaying Andreas Wallström here, so it's all Morpheus' fault.
Is it?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
What?
I was actually using Renoise. Yeah, Renoise, the tracker type thing.
You were using Renoise.
Yes, I was using Renoise. I borrowed Mackay's license so I could try it out. He gracefully lent it to me. So I did Dwarfly in it, and there was something missing in there. There was no flow in the way you kind of work with the audio and whatnot. So I went looking and came across Cubase, obviously. Started it. I couldn't even get a sound out of it. So I got Andreas on the phone and said, so what do I do now? And he, being a long-time Cubase user, said, well, click here, do this, do that. It's the way it routes things through. And beep, ha, got sound, excellent. So he's the one who actually showed me Cubase.
And when was that?
2006.
Okay, so you are a Cubase user for like 16 years now.
Something
No,
like that,
17.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. Well, you just switched 2 years ago, you said?
Yeah.
And before that it was Reason.
From Reason, Propeller Reason.
Yeah.
First time I come in contact with Reason was the I love the TB 303 sound. And they have, what is it called, Rebirth, or what it was called?
Yes, it was
yeah.
Rebirth in the 90s.
Yeah. So that virtual synth I liked, and then I was after that I switched from that synth I choose Propeller's Reason. So that one, but in 2020 there, 2021. I think the sequencer in Reason was not so good. So I wanted to try something else. And then I reached out to Slaygon, I remember, on some chat on Discord and asked about, and he sent some videos on YouTube, and I thought, what the heck? I just buy Cubase and test it.
Okay.
Why not? And that was actually at the same time as the Remixer, what was it called? Remix 64 contest there with
the 20-year anniversary
The
thing.
anniversary, yes, the anniversary. So one of my tunes there was, I think it was Lazy Bites. I started on Reason and continued on Cubase.
Nice.
So you exported the tracks and then you just...
No, I did a restart, but I had the notes and so on. So I
Okay.
looked at the, and yes.
Right. Wow.
Nice.
Okay.
Well, one of the things I actually looked at Reason when I was looking to kind of switch from tracker based like Renoise and whatnot. I was looking at Reason, but the thing that bothered me the most was you don't have the overview in a proper way. I thought, I'm sure you can get it somehow, but the workflow just was not for me.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
Same here. I think the workflow is. That's why I needed to change. I thought I would try something else, and that Cubase sounded good. But I remember it might be some month ago. I talked to Malman, who does chip music.
Oh my God,
And
he's
also-
mind blowing. Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing great stuff. And I just asked him. He has a cool sound. And I wrote to him on Discord and chatted with him, and he said, "Yeah, I'm using Reason." And I show his video of how he does that SID sound like on, I think it's Malmström or what it's called on Reason.
Oh, Maelstrom, yeah.
Maelstrom, yes.
Yeah.
And he does it on that one. Substractor, maybe it was. But
Yeah.
it sounded so cool, I think.
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn, I need to switch back to Reason.
Yeah, the synthesizers they have in Reason are really fucking good. There's
Yeah.
a reason Tron used Reason. You should have seen. Have you heard his the Green Beret thing? He posted a picture that went on for fucking miles. It's on the Remix 64 forum. There's still the picture in there. It's like this massive, like it just keeps going with all the patches that are cabled or on the behind side.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's just how I don't understand how any of this works.
Neither do I. You can switch the rack. You can just switch it over, and you can see the backside. And you
Right,
can
yeah.
roll the cables. Yeah.
Yeah, and he posted a picture of that, and it's just insanity.
Insane.
Yeah, and he just went on, and you just kept scrolling. If you put it on the screen as full width, you just kept scrolling for ages.
Yeah. No good overview, but it looks really cool.
Yeah,
Yes, it looks cool. That's a cool
Yeah.
stuff in Reason
yeah.
that you have this rack. But
Yeah, and-
yeah.
It sounds good too, especially these Maelstrom and what was the other one you mentioned there?
Substractor.
Yes, that one. They sound awesome, but then you have the whole interface to kind of battle.
Yeah. Battle of the interface.
Exactly.
So
That's
Shell,
why I switched to Reason. Switched to Cubase. I mean,
Yeah, it's very easy, very much easier workflow in that one, I think.
yeah. For me, it was enough to see how Slaygon was showing a few things around here, and then I was like, I got an introduction to Reaper, but yeah, kind of hover towards Cubase. It kind of feels like natural, and then of course, yeah, it kind of felt natural. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Each to their own. Everyone can do magic with their tool if they can use it, right?
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
and Mordy uses Reaper, so Reaper can do great things too, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Peter
With a
Clark.
proper-
Peter Clark uses
Uses
Reaper as well.
Yes, exactly.
And Tomsk uses Reaper.
So any tool will do
Yeah.
if you love it.
Yeah, it's
And if you get-
for me, it's all about workflow. Whatever gets me from point A to point B the fastest, I'm happy with. So
And since we talked about Ryan, he was requested. I mentioned that before, right? So
yeah, he uses Ableton Live, by the way, if you wanted to know.
Of course,
yeah.
Yes.
of course he does. He does live music
Yeah.
as well. So yeah. But
Duh.
yeah, Lordi were requested Rhine and Sweet. So yeah, beautiful song. There it goes now.
There it goes.
There it goes.
There it goes.
Wow, wow, wow. Nice horn there, Ryan. Very nice. And we are back with
We are.
Jelly.
Yay.
Jelly.
Hey, still here.
Nice. Oh, I get taken aback by that song, by the way. It's a really, really nice version or suite that Ryan did when Brebat, Brebat?
No.
Jesus.
Bjerregaard.
Bjerregaard.
Yes.
Well, JB, Jeroen Brebat. JB to
I
me
know.
is...
I know. It happened to me as well.
yeah,
so no worries.
so sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bjerregaard, Johannes passed away.
Yep.
Yeah,
So yeah.
really beautiful song.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Mm.
And
Have you thought about doing something slow like this track, for instance, at any point? Because apparently you just decide to do something and you're awesome at it. So why not? I think.
Yes, I like slow songs. I do. I mean, my song for you is a kind of slow song that I did on Sid.
true. Yeah.
True.
So
And Smile to the Sky is also not that fast, right?
It's not the fast part of it, kind of that I was thinking about, but more the solemn part of it, like moody things.
the moody stuff, yes.
Yeah.
I would like to do that, but I always tend to be more up tempo, and I like the harsh synths and the bass that is distorted and that kind of stuff. So I it's hard for me to do that.
I have no
It's
idea
e-
what you are just talking about.
DMC just said BPMs divided by 2, done.
Almost,
No,
but yeah, I kind of feel you there, definitely. I think we are on the same page on this one, pretty much. Okay, every now and then there is 1 or 2 slow songs that can come in, but yeah.
But like this version that Rain does, is to make something like this would be awesome to be able to do that. But I think I'm not. It's hard for me to do it in this way because I'm always tend to do more up tempo songs when it comes to remixing.
Yeah, let me guess. Like there is some coming in.
Yes, yeah,
I have absolutely
Correctly,
no idea what
correctly.
he's talking about, right?
None whatsoever.
None whatsoever, indeed.
Needs a hi-hat.
And then it's all lost. Like the whole intention of making a slow song is lost. But yes, halfway. Yes, totally. But it's a really nice style and absolutely amazing. And I would even ask you, sweet early work print fans, I know if Marcel is around, that would be awkward, but it's like if you would need to choose between Ryan's Sweet and Sweet Early Work Print from Marcel.
Oh, I think
battle.
even Ryan would know this. My answer to this question. It's Marcel. I have been raving about that song since, I don't know, 1999,
Okay.
maybe.
Okay.
Or whenever he released it, early or mid 2000s or something. It's got this kind of special juice in there that is just, well, special, I guess. So
Special juice in there that is special.
yeah, it's
Okay.
like McDonald's special sauce. It's like you don't know the recipe. It's just special.
it's
you know,
special.
yeah.
Now that we talked about these things, actually we didn't ask you. I think it might be interesting that if we unfold a little bit what you do in your real life for a living.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm this IT nerd working at a brewery. Actually, Sweden's greatest or biggest brewery, I think.
Wow.
It's Spendrups. Spendrups Brewery. I don't know, Swedes might know, but I know Slaygon is drinking Norrlands Guld, and that's the one we do.
Yeah, read
Yes.
about that actually, because you did quite a nice introduction on your Remix 64 page as well, right? So, and then does that mean that it comes with sort of benefits, so you were able to enjoy all the brewery stuff?
No, it's no benefits with that. Actually, we have something is called dagdricka. It's
Day drinking.
Daily drink?
Yeah. How can I explain this? It's a day drink. It's we have the opportunity to get some, but not the strong beers or strong alcohol. It's just folk beer.
Folk Earl. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Okay.
in some a little bit cheaper than in the shops, but not much. So
Uh-huh. Okay. You have a discount, right?
yeah, well, a little discount.
I see. It just makes me think like, why a brewery needs an IT technician? Like,
Oh.
would you think of that ever if you wouldn't be that person, right? It's weird. Isn't it?
To be no, it's not so weird.
Not so
It's,
weird.
no. The production and all everything is very connected to IT nowadays. So we have about we have a data center with a lot of servers and so on. So we have to manage. And my responsibility is the network, and also nowadays is the security also. So I have a lot of things to do.
Okay, sorry. Then your work is related to the production. That makes a lot of sense actually, because I was thinking of a pub, or like a place that is serving beer. That like, yeah, sure, you have a Wi-Fi, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what kind of environment are you running there? What kind of security concerns are you dealing with?
We are working with my responsibilities is mostly the network. So I've been working with Cisco products almost all my working career, actually on Spendrups. I've been on Spendrups for 27 years, I think.
Oh my God! Time for a gold
So-
watch very soon.
No, I didn't get the watch, but I get this one. Oh, if I can show this.
Oh, that's even better.
definitely.
That's a golden guitar.
And yeah, gotta ask, like, how many times do you use it, or do you want to use it?
I can count it on my one hand, I think.
Yeah,
But it looks
that's the
awesome
one
on
you
the
pick
wall.
with.
I asked the HR department if I could get a guitar instead of a watch. But yes, you can get a guitar if you want. So I order it from what's it called? Tonman. Is it called that?
Toman,
Toman,
yeah,
yeah.
Toman,
Toman,
yeah.
I order it there, and I get the receipt to the HR, and I get the guitar.
Very nice. So I think the best investment ever. It's
Yes.
like a watch is just it's just sitting there. A guitar you
Yeah.
can actually use and learn some new traits and skills and whatnot. A watch you just watch.
My dream is to learn to play some guitar and have it on a remix someday, or on an original tune. But let's see. I don't know. My fingers are like small potatoes, so I don't know how I. I have
In English, I
problems
think
with the
in English I think you call them sausage fingers.
sausage finger. Oh, yes.
I think Tim Forsyth was complaining about sausage fingers where on the musicians lounge there because he's doing stuff with phone or tablet or whatever, like Cubasis or whatever, and yeah, it's great except if you have sausage fingers.
That's my problem. I really want to learn to play guitar, but it doesn't work.
Well, put it this way. Rein has pretty much the same type of fingers you do. And he said, well, it's only a matter of practice. He is
I'm
very
soon 50
dexterous.
years old. It's too late to practice.
It's never too late to practice. Come on.
I will give it a shot someday.
And until then, he just leaves it up to Rock, I guess.
Yes, Rock he's the one that plays the guitar. He's
Yeah.
the king of the guitar.
Yeah, I don't
Amazing.
know if you've noticed, but most of my tracks nowadays have an actual guitarist on there instead of virtual guitars, which I used to use a lot. But it's Necropolo, Vagelis, or Westerling, or just guitarists
Yes,
that do
let
their
them do their
thing.
Can
I
help.
think even the latest remixes from Dr. Future, if he's playing the guitar, it's really good to play guitar.
Yeah.
Yep. And he loves the guitar as well.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Really
And
good.
he uses it in a very kind of nice 80s way, especially for
Yes.
Ace 2.
Yeah.
That was a kick-ass track, by the way. Cheers, Dr. Future.
Indeed. The new hit of the remix scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. After Roti Show, definitely some tunes got stuck with you. So
Yeah.
Definitely it is happening. And wondering if we should play Orlando's request meanwhile.
Orlando,
Now it's coming
a
in.
remix adios.
And he says, hope everyone is doing
Sorry,
great.
I bought JLD.
He says, hope everyone is doing great. I was wondering if you could please play Carl R. Patterson. Patterson?
Pettersson? Is it Patterson
It's
or Pettersson?
Pettersen, sorry.
Pettersen, yeah. That's what I thought. Some sort of Nordic variant.
Mike-ish ELP live mix.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. We're so glad you could attend. We're inside, ladies and gentlemen, Emerson, Lake, and Palmer.
Twiddly-dum.
Carl S. Pettersen. Pettersen?
Pettersen.
But it's not Swedish, right?
Danish, maybe?
Danish.
But
Maybe.
still you say Pettersen and not Pettersen.
Yeah, I would say Pettersen.
Pettersen, okay.
Yeah.
Just learning here. Yeah.
That's the way I would read it, but I don't know if he's Danish. It could be American for all we know.
Indeed. Yeah, we talked about the fact here that one can spend a whole lot of money on plugins and virtual instruments, definitely.
Yeah, that was the thing Lagerfeld kind of hammered into me. Like, if you're using them, because I used to kind of do trials and download or borrow things from the internet. And Lagerfeld wasn't really happy with it, so we had a bit of a talk, and he said, well, if you're going to use them in any sort of production, then maybe you should pay for them. True. Yeah. So it has cost me a bit.
And then you paid more than anyone would imagine.
Yeah, well, it's a little bit here, a little bit there, and then all of a sudden it's a lot.
Not using even half of it. I keep rather like a more focused approach in here. So I have my favorites, and I probably don't really need many more because I know that they won't be used as much. But
Yeah.
how are you with this?
Yeah, exactly.
topic?
My question there is, what kind of instruments are you using, and which
Yes.
one is your favorite?
My favorite VST is Nexus, I must say.
Ha.
I love that one. The sound there is complete when you use it,
Oh yeah,
I think. You don't have to tweak anything on it or do anything with it. You just try different sounds and you probably will find a good sound.
yeah.
So that's one of my favorite VSTs, actually. And they also have the SID sound in there. I love that also.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah, they had the
It's called,
arcs and
they have
everything.
the category is ship sound, and they have, I think it's that SID or C64. I don't remember, but they have
I
a
think it
category.
says, C64, Commodore 64, or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I like those sounds.
Yeah.
So that's my favorite. I use.
yeah. And you have like a shit bunch of extensions to plug into that as well.
Yes, I have. I have bought too many extensions.
Oh, of
When
course, yeah.
always when I had this thing that when I first bought Reason, I think it was the number 3 version. I said to myself, every month I buy an extension to it. Even though if I don't like it, I have to find one I like, and I bought it. So I did that. I put my money on another extension. So sometimes I found they released 2 that I like. But damn, I have to buy both of them. So I did. But I have a lot of extensions to Nexus. It's my one go-to when I do remixes.
So,
I even do the drums from there. I find drum sounds I like.
oh yeah, they have really good drum patches in there.
Yeah.
They're really fat.
Yes.
And full. But but in this case, it does help help working in IT, I guess, having a little bit of money. Indulge a little bit.
Yeah, it's a great one. And then also I use the Vengeance VST. I think they are similar to the Nexus. And this was a tip actually from Dr. Future that he uses the Vengeance. And there's also some SID sounds on that one that I like. And also some synthwave sounds. And also, so that's a great VST also.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice. What
We made
happened with my
notes
voice?
there. Nice, and you are losing
Nice.
your voice, and we are approaching actually the end of the show, which
Oh yeah, it's
Just
getting
started.
late. Jesus, we just started talking. So
Yeah.
many more questions.
indeed.
We
And
might actually need you to come back at some point.
Yes. This has been really fun, I must say. I was nervous to be on air, but I think it might have gone quite well.
I think the 2 whiskeys before the show
Yes.
kind of
did the trick.
yeah, they worked their magic.
Actually, I don't know if this is the whiskey glass.
All right, Fjelldata.
Yes,
That's
yes.
very nice.
You
Fjelldata
got your
2022.
trophy.
So
Oh,
thank
23,
you guys
sorry.
from the organizing Fjelldata party that you sent me this. Awesome.
Definitely looks awesome. Great stuff there. Trophy. And now we know what we need to live up to when it comes to trophies.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you.
Whiskey glasses.
Yeah, needs to be relevant, needs to be drinkable. Oh, wait.
Oh, you can drink from many types of trophies. We can go for that as well. But
that's
yeah.
true. Oh, we like those, like these.
Oh, yeah, that you can drink
I can drink from this.
Yes.
This is my whiskey glass. Oh, wait, here, there you go. That's my whiskey glass.
But wasn't that my trophy?
We have 2 of them because we
Aha,
both
right.
won.
Okay. Anyway, you also had some other interesting hobbies than music. That's like also worth to mention. Because that was super surprising for me to read about. You were a coach.
You mean my sports
yeah,
kind of thing?
definitely.
I have to interject before you go into the story. When you said, I think on the either in the PM or on the channel that you need to go to bandy practice, I actually read it as band practice. I missed the
Okay.
Y at the end.
Okay. Okay. I don't know if other from the North countries know about bandy, but it is like ice hockey on a big skating rink and like football or soccer.
Wow.
If you say so. Yeah. So the field is like a soccer field, but you play with a stick and you have a ball. And that I've been done practically all my life because I am raised. My home address when I was a little kid was Bandyvägen, so it was like I had 100 meters to the field. Yes,
Wow.
no, Slaygon is showing some.
And how
yeah.
how widely known this sport is? Because I don't think I have heard of it.
In Sweden, quite known.
Wow.
Yeah.
In
Okay.
Sweden is quite known, and
Yeah.
in Russia it's they are Sweden, Russia, Finland is the best countries in this sport, I can say.
Okay. Well,
Because
you need eyes.
this is the only place it's played.
But the fun thing about bandy is that it started in England. It
I
is
did not know
Great
this.
Okay.
Yes, it is from there. I have read. I think there was that soccer players on. I don't know if it's true, but on the off season it was cold there, so they instead of playing soccer they played bandy.
Yeah.
And this must be really long back in time because now we can practically not play bandy in Sweden if you don't have a big arena and play it in because the ices in Sweden is with the weather and all is not so good.
Wow.
Used to be better back in the 80s.
Yeah,
Could actually.
but every year when you have the big finals in Sweden with bandy, you have it in Uppsala. I think it is now in this late now in March. There is a lot of people coming, 20,000 people coming to watch the bandy finals.
Wow.
That's nice.
Okay. And how did you end up being a coach there?
I've been playing bandy all my life.
Okay, so you just
So-
played it too well.
So I follow my kids when they, with the early stage when they were in the knattebandy or we call it, and then I was going further. And I played bandy myself in the senior team, so it was natural to be a coach later on.
Okay, well.
So
Very nice.
I decided to quit bandy around the COVID breakout, and then I started to make music instead.
I think that is a very good
Okay.
choice.
Yeah, we can live with that choice of yours, actually. So,
I do have a question from Loisa, who joined us, and he actually asked this question like about 2 hours ago.
Is he still around?
And it's a set of questions. Well, we might actually look back and listen to the recording later, but he says a lot of us can now be considered veterans, not only for our experience and works, but also our age. A lot of community members, contributors or fans have families and perhaps even kids. How, if ever, will the next generation carry the torch of SID culture, the C64 remixes, etc.? Do you personally have any chance of sharing your knowledge, experience and skill with the new generation? Do you think the scene will fade out someday in not so distant future, or are there any signs of the show will go on?
Very good question.
Yeah.
That was a very sad question, I must say.
Yeah.
If I was thinking how long will this last? I mean, I look back to my kids; they don't know anything about this.
So you need to teach them then. You're the coach. Come on, coach.
Oh,
Do your job.
I tried with Bandy, but it didn't go so well, so I don't know. It's a good question. I mean, Ozzy Osbourne is retiring now, I've seen. How it's going to be with metal. Already. It's a good question.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Ozzy Osbourne retiring doesn't mean that the music style retires.
No.
I think that is what kind of the question is. What's the contact point between like our generation with remixing and whatnot, and having the Commodore 64 as the basis for the remixes? Remixing will always be there, no doubt. But the connection back to the Commodore 64 is why we are here, and remember these things fondly. I know I have a former colleague that has a son, and they play Commodore 64 games every weekend. So he gets exposed to these things. And I guess that's somewhere where the question is
okay.
What propagates this thing?
Tricky question, I think.
It is.
Sounds like it.
Show must go on.
For sure.
Fluke added that my kids love my remixes. My kids will take this forward.
Great, Fluke. Amazing.
Good influence there. Thanks, Fluke.
Yes.
We need more parents to have the same influence on their kids. I failed in a little bit in that regard. He loves SIDS. He's also into music. He started playing synthesizer in a band. Then he played bass in a band. Well, he never made any remixes or even showed a willingness to do that. So in that regard, I did fail. But at least I got him interested in music and programming. So that's a plus, I guess.
I guess.
And he plays the games on the 64 and loves the emulators and whatnot. So, yeah. So
you succeeded.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yep, but I guess it's dependent what they get exposed to. Just like you said, kids, like your colleagues' kids playing 64 games.
Yeah.
So. And you cannot really enforce something that they are not interested at. That's also probably a golden rule. Like,
yeah,
that makes no sense. Really.
Yeah, but if you start early and play the games, then yeah, why not?
Sure.
It's going to trigger some good memories and whatnot, because it's still good gameplay rather than focusing on graphics.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
My kids are like, my daughter is 23 and my son is 21, and I remember when they were younger, I bought them the Game Boy thing with the Super Mario, and that's 8-bit, and I love that one. So
Yeah,
maybe,
it's nice and crunchy.
yeah.
Indeed. Yeah. So
I don't know if that was an answer to you, Loisa, but it's kind of where we got.
It was a very deep question you had.
Yeah,
it is.
It was hard to answer it.
yeah,
When you read it, and when you talked with, when you said it, Slaygon, I was a little bit sad first when you said it, because I was in my mind thinking forward, this can't stop the remixing scene and the SID scene and all that.
yeah.
But someday maybe it won't. It will. I don't know, but
It will evolve in some sort of way, but in what way, we don't know yet. Time will tell, but yeah, I hope that the younger generation will take over and kind of carry it forward in one way or
Yeah.
another.
Yeah, indeed. We will see. Maybe it will transform, but still stick around in a way. And yeah, I need to ask, guys, are we okay to come back for one session after the next song and then probably say good night for everyone, because we approach the end of the show. It's unbelievable, I know, but
That went fast.
that went quick indeed.
And JLD seems like he's ready to leave now. Or are you good with a slight extension of the show?
it's no problem. I can stay a little while.
Yeah.
Little while.
Okay.
Good.
So let's
No
check.
problem.
Let's check this one out. We have Just Listening Dude with us, and he requested a Mixer and Death Wish Free. Or you started
dun.
this? Okay.
And in the-
Nice.
Nice.
Mixer Death Wish 3.
Oh, well.
I didn't remember it being that crunchy, but that reminds me a little bit of JLD's crunchy mixing as well.
All the crunchiness.
Yeah, I like the
with this.
crunchiness of it.
Yeah, it's very crunchy and nice.
Oh, well.
So, yeah, we're now on the last stretch, and we're going to maybe have a few more questions and whatnot, but we shall say goodbye and good night and all of that before we play the next song, or before we play
Well,
the last
that
song.
will probably be followed after we ask, like, about your future plans. Because that's like a very good question. Right now you got into making SIDS and you enjoy that very much.
Yes, indeed.
But then, of course, you got the award, and that reminded you that maybe it would be great to do some remixes as well, right? So what's next?
Yeah. Right now, I'm so focused on the SID thing. We have something from the X we are working on. I can tell you that the Iron Rock are making a SID together to that demo we are going to release on that party.
Nice.
We have done a lot of it, so it's not soon ready, that tune. We also have a collab on Sound of Scene Set.
Mm-hmm.
Is it 7? It's called? Yes, it's 7.
Yeah.
I think so.
I hope we can manage to finish that one also.
Quick question. When was the last time Rock released a SID?
He released his Humpa recently.
Ah, right. Darn. Forgot about that one.
It must be in here in January or February, I think. No, January it was Humpa collection.
But prior to that, it was like in the 80s or something, right?
No, he's made SIDS. He made it to artificial intelligence demo that Finnish Gold released on.
Oh, dude. Yes, of course. I've seen
Yeah.
the demo.
I don't
It was
remember
a
the
fucking
name of the
beautiful
SID, but
demo
it was-
too.
Yeah. So he's making SIDS. He does.
Hmm.
But we have that one on the Sound of Scene set. I hope we can manage to release that. Both of us are quite what is called, now I lost the word in English. Noggrann, vad heter det? Please help me.
Meticulous.
Meticulous, yes, on what we do. So we want it to be perfect.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. But after that, I hope I can start to remix some again.
Okay.
Nice.
And will you wait with that until X or before X?
I hope I can do some remix before.
Okay. And prepare.
I haven't anything planned yet, but I hope I can manage to do. I've been so focused on the SID now, so I have forgotten about the DAW and Cubase and all that. So I have to restart, I think.
In 2 months, you've forgotten. And as we know, you just get into it, and in 2 years, you got to be the remixer of the year. It's okay. It's all fine. 2 months, what does it mean for you? It's all fine. But yeah, there will be some remix competitions this year as well, just so you know.
Okay.
The Aero Parties remix competition most likely at summer, and Back in Time Live 2023 in Norway most likely. I guess those two we can count on. So
Yeah, Bergen. Very nice
Bergen,
place.
indeed. Oh, that's also a very nice place, by the way, to visit. Just so you know, we just
Yeah.
It's really nice sightseeing place as well. And by the way, I'm always pushing Slaygon to go sightseeing there, but we never have time for that. So just so you know, it's because we do the event, obviously, like we help out with the event the most of the time. But it's really, really nice for sightseeing as well, Norway, Bergen. And it's lots of opportunities, basically. So around summer-ish, after X, you never know what competitions you might want to participate at, but we
Exactly.
will keep you updated. That's for sure. Okay. I guess then that that concludes our evening, right?
Yeah, Alpa has a point here regarding the previous discussion that our mission might have to be to build Sid GPT.
See the GPT. Okay, well, that makes sense.
And Proton says, when I say crunchy, Proton has now twice said flat tire sounding. To me, hardstyle has a flat tire sounding, or as I describe it, popping water balloon kick. So splat, splat, splat.
Popping water balloon kick. Okay, I will remember that. That's a nice one. Nice definition, indeed.
Yes. But anyway, thank you very much for joining us tonight, and thank you so much, JLD, for joining us
thank you
and
so much,
taking the time.
You guys had me here. Lovely.
Thank you very much.
It has indeed been very, very lovely.
Yeah, we are honored to have you here, and congratulations once again.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Remixer
and
of
thanks
the
to everyone once again that voted for me. That's so lovely. I'm so honored to have this prize.
We will send you this envelope and the content of said envelope to you.
I will
with
never
the prize.
forget that one when you just did that one.
We will put that in the
you blow
box
my
with
mind with that one.
That is so nice.
Yeah, so we can put it into the package as well once the trophy is ready, definitely. And yeah, thank you very much for your 28 mind-blowing remixes so far in 2 years. So yeah, and
I don't have my drum here.
and your SID that you created, and your upcoming productions there on the SID department as well. And yeah, really looking forward for the future. What it brings.
Really looking forward to 2023 and what you will release.
Indeed.
It is going to be exciting.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Blessed in advance. And then thank you everyone for keeping up with us here, and for the questions and requests as well. And you know we will be back next week at the usual time on Thursday. And you also know that you can tune into Boss Radio. Meanwhile, if you want to join another live shows that might be a bit similar to this one, but with more commercial type of music, right? Not only the blippy bloppy stuff that we have here.
Exactly.
And yeah, it's been a blast of an evening, and we are definitely looking forward to the future, what it brings here, and the Roti winners can expect the trophies like in about in 1-2 months, I would say. But if anyone is reaching out to me or Slaygon giving you your address, which by the way, JLD, you also need to do. Just
yes, I know.
Yes, exactly. Send us your physical address, because we will definitely send you the trophy around April. I think it will happen in April still, so that's probably set in stone. We can definitely do that.
Probably set in stone.
Yeah, I'm gonna just give myself a deadline. I work with deadlines, you know. I need deadlines.
It's very certain, maybe.
No. April. In April we will send them out. Okay, that's for sure. So well, that's what I do since I heard that once it was like waiting on his end for like 3 months, and he forgot to post them, and then the postage labels were expiring.
Yep, had to pay twice for postage.
Well, you didn't have me back then, but now you do. So now we will take care of that. All good, and thank you very much again, everyone, for joining us tonight. And
yes,
see you next week. And thank you, JLD, again for everything.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone, and thank you, JLD.
And
it's been a pleasure.
It's been a blast, and we will say goodbye with Smile to the Sky right now as a proper goodbye song.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.